and indecency with the child by contact. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishments be assessed at a cap of 12 years. The state is opposed to your applications. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report? State?
We have, Your Honor.
Defense?
We have, Your Honor.
Any objections? State?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No.
State, do you have any witnesses?
We have one brief witness. Marina is getting her.
All right.
Good morning, Sharissa. Good morning. You understand that we're here for sentencing today?
Yes.
Can you tell the court who Allison Borlas is to you?
She is my son.
Indecency with child by contact is a serious charge. And in this case, the plea deal caps the punishment at 12 years. What do you think? Is that a fair outcome? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
And who was Zachary Warren to you?
He's my brother-in-law.
And prior to the incident in June 2017 and the outcry in January 2018, were Allison and Zachary close?
Yes.
Can you describe the relationship?
They got along great. I mean, she loved her uncle so much.
And did you trust Zachary?
Yes.
And how did you find out?
About it. It was the first of the year of 2018. Sorry, I'm a little tripped. And she just told me everything that happened.
And how was Allison when she told you this?
She was scared. She was worried that she would be in trouble. She didn't really understand that she didn't do anything wrong.
And how old was she at the time?
Whenever it happened, she was 4.
How was it for you and your family, your husband, finding?
This moment hits hard. The victim was just 4 years old, and you can feel the emotional weight in the stepmother's voice. It's a raw reminder of real trauma and real consequences.
I swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I did.
All right, you can lower your hand if you can state your name for the record, please.
Christine Miller.
Ms. Miller, can you tell the judge what kind of work you did?
Did you catch that moment? As soon as the judge swears in the witness, she instantly says, "Hope you die." Hold up. Was that aimed at the defendant? The tension in the room just skyrocketed.
Professional counselor with the state of Texas, in Bernie, Texas.
Okay, and tell the judge what kind of counseling services you ordinarily perform, or what you're licensed to perform.
I use a couple of techniques for people to help them. Counseling is a way of confiding in someone, and the techniques that I use are cognitive behavioral therapy, which is change your mind, changes your body, and vice versa. I also use something called EMDR, which changes the mental pathways in your brain, and that helps people who have gone through a really hard time in the past or with post-traumatic stress, and that helps them not experience those triggers, post-traumatic stress symptoms, and if it's highly effective. It's the #1 most researched method in counseling. So I've had a lot of success with that. I have been using it since 2012, where I've been trained.
So let me try to break this down into just a couple questions. So how long have you been licensed as a counselor, you said?
Since 2012, fully licensed, without being an intern since 2016.
In that time, have you worked with other people who have come to you for counseling regarding sex offenses or family violence offenses?
Family violence, yes, not specifically sex offenses.
Okay, so can you tell the court how you...
This therapist is introducing EMDR, a technique used to reprocess traumatic memories. But here's the catch. She's never worked with a sex offense case before. Is that a red flag? Or could it bring a fresh perspective?
Zach, and then about the type of treatment and services you provided to Zach.
He was referred to me by a previous client, and I have seen him 4 times recently, And it is my opinion that he has been honest with me, forthcoming, explained the situation. I was able to use the techniques that I have described to you on at least 2 of the 4 occasions. And I felt his sincerity and honesty with me and openness.
So when you talk about the treatment you provided, does that explore his past history? Does that talk about things that trigger him? Does the work you do, is that supposed to work on him being able to be a better person moving forward?
Yes. So it takes those memories, those childhood memories, and we change the mental result. For example, you change the ending to a story. You might read a story, you change the ending. You can do that in your brain. It's fascinating. And they're exploring all kinds of neural pathways in the brain nowadays. And so keeping up with that, it actually changes your behavior. So for post-traumatic stress, if you're being triggered and you act out, post-traumatic stress, it feels like the past situation is actually happening now, and it changes that. You start thinking about it less and less and less, and it,
Counseling,
yes,
and work with these different techniques that you use in order to help him deal with the issues he dealt with when he was
yes.
younger.
He has asked to be continued, and I would gladly pursue that.
Okay, now, you're not, you and I talked about this, you're not licensed to perform any sort of risk assessment.
No.
That's a different specified type of license that you ever.
Just a couple questions.
Yes.
No. And you said you provided behavioral treatment to him only twice. Is that correct?
No, well, 2 out of the 4.
Now we're diving into the issue of deferred adjudication. Basically, Zach's asking not to be formally convicted. But keep in mind, when it comes to child offense cases, this kind of request is always controversial. Would you support it?
Counseling is also in speaking what has happened to you. It has some sort of effect on you so that it eases pain.
All right, thank you. Defense, call your next witness.
Laura Lee Warren, you can just speak out, okay, because she's going to take down the rest.
On his way.
And you understand we're here today because we're asking the judge to consider Zach's application for deferred adjudication. Correct?
Yes, sir.
And you know what he's charged with, correct?
Yes, sir.
And he entered a plea in that case and is applying for deferred. And one of the issues that is always raised on cases like this is if somebody is granted probation or deferred, there are restrictions on a person's contact with children. Now, you and Zach have you have a 10-year-old, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you the primary custodian?
Yes.
And you understand that your duty as a parent is to look out for the best interest of your child, correct?
Correct.
And are you comfortable with asking the judge if Zach is granted deferred, if Zach being in your house with you and your child?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand CPS has no qualms about removing a child if they think a mother is not acting in the child's best interest. Correct. And how long have you and Zach been together?
On and off 5 years. I mean, I've known him for 5 years.
Okay.
So.
And have you seen Zach exhibit any sort of behavior that would give you any concerns about Zach being around your child? And if the judge does grant Zach's application for deferred, are you willing to participate in a chaperone program?
Yes.
And you and I talked about that, right? The requirement for Zach to be around your child if the court granted that. And are you asking the judge to give Zach a chance at deferred adjudication?
Yes.
Judge, I pass the witness.
Right. So, just a couple questions. You said you and Zach have been together about 5 years.
Yeah, on and off.
So you guys got together when your son was about 5 years old.
Yes.
Do you guys plan to have kids?
No.
No other questions.
I have nothing further, Judge.
All right, thank you for coming. Can you raise your hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand if you state your name for the record and please spell it.
Shirley Jo Blair, SHIRLEY,
Vince?
Ma'am, how are you related to Zach?
Zachary is my son.
And you understand we're here today because Zach applied for deferred adjudication on this case, correct? And you know, we've talked about what the specific allegations are,
Yes.
right? And you were present when we were set for trial and when Zach entered the plea.
Yes.
And you and I talked about this, and you felt more comfortable if you wanted to read a letter that you prepared for the judge.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Any objections to her reading the letter?
No objection. I mean, she's still subject to cross-examination.
Yes, you may read the letter.
Here comes a mother's letter, and it's a masterclass in courtroom persuasion. She draws on her 26 years as a paralegal to present a more nuanced picture of her son. But does being educated really change how we perceive justice?
And Judge, on that note, I want to make sure that you got the victim impact statement that was submitted separately. From
Yes, I received it, but I have not reviewed.
I got it.
Any objections? All right, so you may begin with your letter.
My name is Shirley Jo Blair. I would first like to take a moment to state that while my experience in criminal law is but a very small fraction of my experience, I'm a career paralegal. I have been for 26 years. I'm a senior litigation case manager and a case manager team lead, responsible for 12 case managers, litigation assistants, and interns. I say that, Judge, so that you know I'm an educated person. As I sit here today, it's still unreal to me that my family has been going through all of these years. The amount of trauma that every member of our family has gone through is more than I can put into words. My children and my family have been torn apart, and the relationship between them irreparable. I, as well as the rest of the family, have had to separate our lives between children and grandchildren. My granddaughter has had to endure things at a young age that no one, let alone a child, should have to go through and understand.